Ooh, sorry. Okay, so for your works cited today, you are going to create a works cited page that tells you all of the sources that you used for your research, for what you did. So for example, this is what an example works cited looks like. It's the very last page of your essay. It's done on a separate page. So you have your research, well, you should have your research graphic organizers. And that is the reason I had you write down the website, the title of the article, the author, all of this information at the top. Because not only do you need it to cite inside the actual essay, but to create a works cited page. So when you're done typing your essay, you're just going to hit enter to go to the next blank page. Then on that page, you are going to put in the center, works cited. That is it. You're going to keep your 12-point font, double spaced, all of that. Okay, you're going to use what is called a hanging indent. So you can just hit tab. This is the default for tab. So you're just going to hit tab to indent your source. And it'll be a list that looks similar to this. You are going to alphabetize your list by the first word of the citation. My suggestion would be to write out the citations first, and then you could just copy or cut and paste and rearrange them in order. You can also write your citations down on paper and then put them in order before typing if you choose. So what do you use for your citation? What do you put? We're going to make it very simple. This is still following MLA format, but it's pretty simple. So I'm going to have you put first the author. You put the author's last name and then first name. After you put the author, I know it sounds kind of weird, but you are going to put a period. You put a period after each section of information. So you're going to put the author's last name and then first name. You don't have to put it in parentheses. You're just going to put the author's last name and then first name, similar to this right here, right? So last name, comma, first name, period. And then you are going to put the title of the article. So the title, not the website, the title of the article. So this was the title of the article. I would write out the word and. I would put it exactly like it shows up on the website. So that's the next thing you're going to put. And then you're going to put a period. That title of the article needs to be in either italics or in quotation marks. You are then going to put the actual website. So in this case, the actual website was fda.gov. Websites should always be underlined. So you're going to put the actual website and you're going to make sure you underline it. Notice though that my next line is also indented. So I have my author's last, first name, period, title of the article. If the title of my article goes down to the next line, that's fine. Just make sure that you indent. All right, you don't want to line it up here. So you indent, and then from here you're going to indent. So you're going to just hit tab again. You put your website that's underlined, and then you are going to put the date that you found the information. Usually you put the date that it was published and then the date you found the information, but I know for some of you guys that's a lot. So we're just going to put the date you found the information. If you cannot find the date that it was published. So I want the date that it was published first if you have that information. So for example, I have the author and then the date. This was published April 5th, 2006. That's the date I would put. But if I have a website where I do not know the publishing date, like this one, for example, I did not know the publishing date. So I just am going to put January 5th, 2021, or whenever it is that I looked at this information. So that is what the date is. It's either the published date or the date you found the information. So let's go over this one more time. I know it's kind of redundant, but I want to make sure you understand. Your works cited page goes on a completely separate page, just the next document. You keep everything the same, 12-point font, double spaced, all that. You title it works cited. Then you use you hit tab to indent, and then you put the author's name, last name, comma, first name, period. Then you're going to put here would be the title of the article. That's going to be either in italics, like you can see here in italics, or in quotation marks, sorry. Then period. Then after that, you are going to put the actual website that you found the information from, followed by the date that it was published or the date you looked at it. So like here, this was published in 3/18/2020. So if you have this and you filled everything out like you were supposed to, it's super, super easy for you to get going and create your works cited. I know it's not going to be perfect, but you at least need to try that works cited to make it as best as you can to follow the MLA format guidelines, just because it's something that you will have to do and it's really good practice. So try your best. Remember, all essays are due on Friday.